So all right, I am completely out of the loop. So what has the conversation been tonight before?
Actually, we were talking about earlier Bud Light's newest commercial to try to strike.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen it yet. I've been too busy. Because it came out over the weekend, didn't it, or just before the weekend? Didn't it? Friday or something they dropped it or something like that?
It's kind of funny considering what you did a video on tonight, and what I had just queued up before you popped in was the parody commercial.
Oh God.
We should probably watch the original again so he could catch.
Yeah, I saw that article. I saw that article tonight, and I was like, all right, I gotta go after this.
Where was that original one? Oh wait, that was on your screen, right, Maji?
Yeah, I can pull it up. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Should be under my history. Sorry, chat. Get to see it again.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You guys all had a good laugh at it.
Oh no, it's bad. You got to see this.
Wait. Are you talking like the actual Bud Light commercial that they did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we can watch the more fun one.
Just let me know if another remember this.
If it really touches that American spirit.
No, this is a screw you, America. We know what we're talking about. Which is funny because apparently the Budweiser CEO is a CIA agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that he was ex-CIA. And I'm just like,
creepy. It was on his LinkedIn page before he deleted it. You know, like after the
Why do you put that on your LinkedIn page?
Dude, LinkedIn's a weird place, man. Like I thought there for a while LinkedIn would be like a good place to go like find a job and stuff. It's not.
Hey, we need to inspect Royce's beer. Make sure he's not. What are you?
It's still a woke company, but it's hard to find. It's hard to find anywhere else. Yeah, it's just as bad. Like it's hard to find anything else. Oh my God, is this the equivalent of member berries? Oh my God, they did member berries.
It gets worse.
About a beer.
At least they
rooted in the heart of America. Found in a community
small town
where a handshake is a sure contract. Brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge.
You see the patch said land free land or something? Go back to the free.
Yeah.
Raised by generations. Willing to sip, share, risk.
Flyover.
Now you're big America. Now you're open America.
This is a story
the beach America?
Bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
See, now okay, so here's my commentary on this. And so I do believe that there are some people in the upper echelons of Bud Light that didn't know Dylan Mulvaney. Cause like, how can you, right? Like you can't keep it. But so I do believe that because look at that commercial. And for anybody that knows, those commercials were shot months and months and months ago, right? Possibly even a year ago, and they keep them on the back burner, and then they release them during certain times of the year. And obviously, you've got basketball or whatever sports ball is popular, and they really want to garner the support of the people, right? Mm-hmm. So that was most likely a commercial that they had set to release ballpark about now, but didn't know that this Dylan Mulvaney crap was going to happen at the time, or even know that it was going to have the backlash that it did. One of the two. And so it makes it hilarious because I read it. I had a few comments on that video that were just like, wow, they're like, you should have just done the video, the marketing ad for Bud Light. And those bastards stole my horse. I was going to scalp. I stopped reading that quick. Yeah, you learn to stop reading stuff real quick sometimes. But no, I think it's hilarious that my problem is that they need to just grow some stones and just be like, look, we didn't know that Dylan Mulvaney was some fake woman face wearer. We're sorry. You know, and I said it tonight in tonight's video. If you support Dylan Mulvaney, you obviously support, fakers. And, you know, if you want to say, like, because Dylan Mulvaney is not trans at all. They're just a grifter. But if you support that, that's fine. It's, you know, half of the Republican Party. They support people that are fakers.
Narcissist.
And I mean that, about the American people. Let me not mince words here. Let me not about the Republican Party who support fakers. I mean the Republican voters. Okay, let's not mince words. I am literally saying the Republican voters support fakers. Okay, and they're too lazy to go look up at the policies these bastards vote into office. So just so we're clear, who exactly I'm talking about, because I won't hold back on it. Even on my channel, I don't give a shit.
I don't know. It just sounds a whole lot of Paul Ryan you're talking about there. But
The whole thing about the American spirit is that the Anheuser-Busch isn't even owned by an American company, you know? So the irony is just so layered and
Donald Trump Jr. came out and said it's an American business. Fuck off.
You can look at you can go on Yahoo Finance and see the major shareholders right there. Oh, hey, look, it's Dodge Cox. Hey, look, JP Morgan. Oh, hey, look, it's the same handful of people.
It's the same. Dude, that's why I just like the Donald Trump Jr. coming out, and I was like, oh man, like really on Bud Light, like it's so funny the things that politicians will show their colors on. And by the way, oh, I'm sorry, Wrangler, go on.
I just what did he say about? What did Trump Jr. say about it?
Let me see if I still have the article up, because I may.
And this is the part where
was he trying
you a
to
link
brush
to
it
the
aside
video.
or something?
I'm not. What's up?
Was he trying to brush the whole thing aside or something?
I think
No. Well, it was more so he was trying to tell you that these people donate to conservative organizations. So, just because they have one screw up, doesn't mean you should boycott them.
So we don't want to boycott over one screw up. We want to boycott over the spit in the face when they said, "Well,
see," and that was one. Okay, so and it was Insider here. I can share it, or I don't have to share it. I already showed it on my video, but
we don't boycott over a mistake.
So supposedly, oh, I'm sorry, Billy. I was like, what?
I said we don't boycott over a mistake. We boycott over a fuck up.
No, I boycott over people telling me they don't want me to buy the product anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that simple.
That'd be classified as a fuck up.
Yeah, you fuck up.
That would be classified as a poor business decision, not a fuck up.
Technically, I don't have a dog in this race because I don't drink beer. I don't. The last time I even had alcohol of any kind was over 2 years ago. But I do have a stake in the cultural outcome of this.
Well,
I support the supporters.
There were so many people that misunderstood that video. Okay, so here's the quote. Before I get into, oh God, I feel like I derail this conversation every time I show up. I'm sorry, Wrangler.
Well, this is what we were fixing to continue talking about. So.
Okay. Oh God, sweet. I
had the parody commercial keyed up and ready to go.
That is true. Okay. So this is from Insider, so businessinsider.com. And supposedly this is a quote from Donald Trump Jr.'s podcast Triggered. I guess he says, "I'm not for destroying an iconic company for something like this. The company itself doesn't participate in the same leftist nonsense as the other big conglomerates," he said, arguing Anheuser-Busch had conservative lean in their political donations. Okay. And he says, frankly, they don't participate in the same woke garbage that other people in the beer industry actually do, who are significantly worse offenders when I looked into it. But if they do this again, then it's on them, then screw them. My argument to that was other companies are doing it. Anheuser-Busch obviously knows other companies are doing it. The fact that if this was just like if Anheuser-Busch was the first company ever to do this, it'd be like, wow, that's kind of weird. Like what we'd keep drinking their beer. Like, boy, kind of how like we were years ago when the first companies started doing this. Like, boy, that's weird. Why are they doing? Okay, well, just because they got a person I don't agree with, it's fine. But the problem is this isn't the first, this isn't the last, right? There is obviously a trend here. And this right here pisses me off because Donald Trump Jr., obviously, as long as people are donating politically to the people who his dad is endorsing, or even his dad, whatever, and That's all conjecture, but I do know that they obviously they give the numbers here for 514,375,000 to the National Republican Senatorial Committee in 2022 election cycle, and then individuals with ties to the company, so people who work for the company, upper echelons probably, 464,505,000 to the National Republican Congress Committee for the same cycle. So about $1 billion to the Republican side in 2022. Okay, well, one, I hate the fucking Republicans, so they can go screw themselves. And two, aren't the Republicans the ones that were going so hard after his dad? Like, weren't the Republicans also out there railing against his dad? So, like, Donald Trump Jr. here, like, he literally sounds like a uniparty fucking hack.
Yeah.
And
almost like it's all a show, Royce. Almost like this is
I know,
Trippy.
Trippy.
American company. It's not
Like
an
I
American
said,
company. Like,
there are
it's
a bunch of
lie.
Paul Ryans. Paul Ryan was
lie.
speaker for the Republicans for a while, and the dude was far from what he acted the part, but it was all an act.
Here's the
He
weird part
wasn't
too: is
really
my
involved
wife,
with those
my wife
values.
has family who actually who knew his family. Good guy, overall good guy. Politically horrible, and that's the thing is like I can sit down and I can drink beer and I can have a barbecue and have any people over to my house, and they're good people, and politically they're just horrible, right? Sure. But that doesn't necessarily speak to the quality of their character all the time, right? But I would say here politically, Donald Trump Jr. is he's throwing in the towel for the people who attacked his dad relentlessly for years. And I don't understand, unless he knows something behind the scenes about Budweiser and his dad, or then the whatever's going to go on in 2024. I have no idea.
Probably.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Why not?
You can never
Why
trust
wouldn't
a
he?
politician
Yeah, that's
or-
always a possibility, though.
It's most likely the case. Same with they're in the.
Well, it's like
so the controllers.
Do you care about copyright stuff, Wrangler?
To a point, what you got in mind?
It is a Super Bowl commercial from 10 years ago.
I think he's just muted.
I think that should be fair use.
I don't know if it will be fair use. I don't know.
What's fair
Predominantly because the audio was lifted from an older one. But this is, in my opinion, bar none, the absolute best. And this was re-uploaded years ago. This is bar none.
You're showing the commercial without any sound on YouTube. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I'm still what?
You're playing the commercial on YouTube.
I am.
Yeah, I'm.
It's not showing on my screen.
I watched it on my phone.
Are you live, Mozzie? Or is it?
It's clear on my end.
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
Yeah, we're good.
Mozzie,
So
I think you might be back where
here is this, and just tell me
Oh,
if.
hold on. That's what it was. It was okay. Ignore me. I have a delay apparently.
Oh God! All right, but so here is. So this is bar none the best Super Bowl commercial that has ever been made. And if Bud Light wanted to win over people, all right, this here, I remember seeing this, and this is actually what I somewhat modeled my Bud Light video off of like a week or two ago. So this is actually a monologue from Paul Harvey, a famous radio host from many years ago.
Paul Harvey, good day.
Oh, so you are aware. Yep. All right.
And on the 8th day,
Oh yeah, I've seen this
God
one.
looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer.
Yep.
I need somebody with arms strong enough to wrestle a calf and yet gentle enough to deliver his own grandchild. Somebody to call hogs, tame cantankerous machinery, come home hungry, have to wait lunch until his wife's done feeding visiting ladies, then tell the ladies to be sure and come back real soon and mean it. So God made a farmer.
That is all farmer.
God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die, then dry his eyes and say, maybe next year. I need somebody who can shape an axe handle from a persimmon sprout, shoe a horse with a hunk of car tire, who can make harness out of hay, wire, feed sacks, and shoe scraps, who planting time and harvest season will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, and then painin' from tractor back put in another 72 hours. So God made a farmer. God had to have somebody willing to ride the ruts at double speed to get the hay in ahead of the rain clouds and yet stop in midfield and race to help when he sees the first smoke from a neighbor's place. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody strong enough to clear trees and heave bales, yet gentle enough to yean lambs and wean pigs and tend the pink-combed pullets, who will stop his mower for an hour to splint the broken leg of a meadowlark. So God made a farmer. It had to be somebody who'd plow deep and straight and not cut corners. Somebody to seed, weed, feed, breed, and rake and disc and plow and plant and tie the fleece and strain the milk and replenish the self-feeder and finish a hard week's work with a 5-mile drive to church. Somebody who'd bail a family together with the soft, strong bonds of sharing, who would laugh and then sigh and then reply with smiling eyes when his son says that he wants to spend his life doing what Dad does. So God made a farmer.
That was a Super Bowl commercial almost a decade ago.
You can't do that today. You cannot mention church,
No.
God, Christ. No. That's not allowed on TV apparently anymore.
No. And that was, and I remember that, and my dad and I sitting there, my dad was like, I want to go trade in my truck and buy a Dodge. It's because they paid respect to the people who they know buy their vehicles. And I mean, and when I was thinking about that Bud Light video that I did a week ago, I thought about that 10-year-old Ram trucks commercial with that Paul Harvey quote in God Made a Farmer. And Paul Harvey, I mean, the guy was a radio legend, many quotes, but they took that one, right? And Ram
actually released an entire Paul Harvey album. Check out, pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, nice. Just look up Paul Harvey, Fear of the Dawn. It'll blow you away. I listen to that shit all the time.
Yeah, and and I was thinking about, that kind of the catchphrase, right? It was like, so God made a farmer. And when I did the Bud Light video a week ago, it was everybody's like, oh, it's just piss water. It's not good. Who cares about this beer anyway? And it's like, well, wait a minute. I know a bunch of men with calloused hands, with skin that's burned from the sun. Guys who they wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hell, that's the reason I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because I learned it from them. And they work until sundown. And some guys, not only do they have to go to a day job, but they also come home and they tend to their animals. They tend to their fields. When a neighbor down the street says, hey, I need help with something, they're down there on their weekends off helping repair a fence, disc a field, bale hay.
Yeah, and they don't get sick days. They still have to take care of their animals when they're
exactly. They don't get sick days. They don't get vacation.
Have a great night, Tankage. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, later, Tankage. And that was my point. And it was the point of sharing stories, and some people, they either totally missed it, or like I said, I got so tired of it to a point where I was just like, just learn to breathe through your nose and then come back later. Because I get tired of the mouth breathers. But the point of it is all of these hardworking people that I know, and then their wives, and then some of these guys are old enough, they have kids older than me. And they all come over, and they'd be over at mom and dad's house, and we'd all sit down, sharing stories, swapping the week that we had, the month that we had, funny things that happened to us when we were a kid. and we'd have stacks of Bud Light there. And, and some people, oh, well, do you think that's a man's beer? No, it's a leisure beer. It's the beer that I sat down with a community of hardworking people, hardy people, God-fearing people. It literally was, up until a few weeks ago, Bud Light was the all-American beer. And you can and I'm sorry?
Was,
exactly, was. And that was my point in that video. And everybody go, and there were some people that missed it. And some people go, oh, well, just because, sorry about your memories. Don't be fucking sorry about my memories. My memories are there. They're always going to be there. The beer wasn't the memory. The beer was a part of it. And I was trying to convey the point when people were like, I don't know anybody who drinks it. I know more people in my life who drink Bud Light and Busch Light than drink anything else. Period. I know people who will argue what is better, Bud Light or Busch Light. And they're both the same fucking thing. They're both Anheuser products.
Yep.
But these are guys.
Well, yeah, neither is Miller Genuine Draft.
Oh. But no, admittedly better than Bud Light. But I do like my craft beer, but I'm a poor, so I can't. But concrete workers, rebar, iron workers, welders, farmers, home builders, cops. I've known them all. Fuck, gay guys. You really want to go there? Gay guys. I've sat down, I've had a beer with them all. And believe it or not, it's been Bud Light. And the flop that Bud Light did, they don't realize. I drink rum. I drink rum. Beer is gross.
Well, why is the rum gone? Because
right. Is the
rum always gone?
But that's the big thing that I don't think that these people. MGD.
Miller Genuine Draft.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not a Miller guy. I'm not a Miller guy. Oh. But that's the one thing that a lot of people don't realize is there's the reason that you can even look it up and buy the numbers. It's true. Bud Light was, and probably still is by a fair margin, the number one beer in the U.S. It's because I need more rum. Yeah, probably. But I didn't like the fact that as soon as Bud Light fails, everybody comes out. Oh, it's piss beer. Who drinks piss beer? Nobody drinks piss beer. The people that drink piss beer are just, they're weak. I'm like, I dare you to say that to any of the people. How about my brother, who's a roughneck on the oil rigs? And let me tell you something about my brother. He drinks more Bud Light than anybody that I know. I promise you don't want to call him a weak dude. I promise you.
In the dying coal fields here in southwestern Pennsylvania, when they go to the bars, they're pouring Bud Lights there at the bars for them. It's the most affordable. It's the lightest. Just because it doesn't taste all that great, it's what they can afford. And
yeah, it's just, it's, you sit down, you're going to have a drink with your buddies. You're not, and the thing is you're not there to get drunk. People are like, well, I drink this stuff because I want to get drunk. Most people don't drink to get drunk.
You shouldn't.
It's a bonding ritual.
What's up? Oh.
A bonding
ritual.
Yeah,
it is. It is. That's what it is. And people don't realize that. And it's just, I did the Bud Light video and it came across badly because I wanted to point out the people that Bud Light insulted. I didn't want to point out that Bud Light made a mistake. Obviously, everybody knows that. So, well, Bud Light insulted their customer base. My point to that video, and I think I screwed up, as I always do, was to point out the people that Bud Light insulted.
Yeah, literally called them frat boys. It's so stupid.
And they're fucking not.
And
the last group of people any alcohol company would want to insult are frat boys. That's their number one customer.
Even then, yes, it's a huge demographic.
Yeah.
They just it's this disconnect for sure.
Yeah, well, they live in their big cities. They make big paychecks and stuff, and they don't like flyover country. I love flyover country.
And let's all be honest.
I love it.
Let's be honest. Do you think Donald Trump Jr. is drinking Bud Light 24/7?
Fuck no.
Exactly.
Guy's never had one in his life, unless it was for a photo op. Like, well, and admittedly, I don't think Trump Sr. drinks anything at all. He doesn't drink. So, but good for him, right? And if his son is the same way, good for him.
But all the more reason it makes Junior's comments more tone deaf, or make it obvious why he's saying it.
Like, how many times have you guys given me shit for drinking Bud Light on stream?
That was before the issue.
I know that was before.
But notice we cannot give you any shit for drinking Bud Light on stream after the issue because we have not seen you with one.
Yeah.
Yet.
Nope. I think I had, and a lot of people were like, "I'm gonna pour my beer out," and I was like, "Fuck that! I paid for it. I'll drink what I have." Like, I mean,
think I could rock the dispose of what he had left over when that happened.
No. And here's the thing: I will not disagree with anybody in how they wanted to dispose it. But if I dumped out the rest of the beer that I had for the week, my wife would look at me and be like, "Well, you just don't get any more beer." I'm not. No.
Use it to boil some hot dogs.
Oh, boil hot dogs and Bud Light. Oh.
Now, don't kill Royce.
I can taste it in weird places.
You might as well show the parody now, Wrangler.
Oh, she's dying.
Oh god.
The bronchitis is not completely gone yet.
Oh no, you had bronchitis?
A lot better.
Yeah.
You are doing better.
Yeah, because.
Oh yeah, I actually have a voice now. I didn't have one of those last week.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
I feel like such an ass. I didn't know.
Then I was doing my job right by not popping up all over YouTube with no voice.
All the more we can seek revenge on Royce come Friday now.
Oh, great.
Don't worry, I was forcing it in the Gilded Voice chat.
Which, by the way, so Kids Bowling League is already ended. Our bowling league has one official week left, and then they've got like the party and the giveaway weeks. And then I was talking with my wife, so there's a good chance on the weekends I may have a little bit more time. I can jump in on voice chat with you guys on the weekends. So
cool.
Okay, is that real Kikomon or fake Kikomon?
That's Mirror Universe Kikomon.
What the fuck is happening? Because I can't figure it out. Is that
the soy
Royce,
revolution?
calm down, Royce. This is just called the soy evolution. You got to embrace socialism.
I don't think this is our Kikomon.
No.
It's
Like I said, this is Mirror Universe Kikomon.
But what is that artwork? That is like
I don't know. I don't think I could blow that up any larger to see it.
No, but I know the artwork.
Dragon.
I know, like that was part of the Kikomon artwork from the Drawn and Quartered stream, which means it's somebody from the inside. I hate you.
It's one of
I have no idea who it is.
fans.
He calls himself Kami Kiko.
Our Kikomon from your Kikomon.
Just don't give him a wrench.
Kikomon Red Sun.
Wait, if it's the Mirror Universe Kikomon, so it's not.
Namakick.
He just sent him back to the fifth dimension.
Right. Namakick. I love it. Oh my god.
So what do we do as Americans when we're angry? We make fun of shit.
Yeah, we always
And here
That's
it
what the
goes.
Brits do. We as Americans drink a shit ton of beer.
We also
Or we
do
throw it
big
on.
We drink a shit ton of beer and vote for bad policies. Oh, sorry.
Hi there, my name is Prancer. I identify as a reindeer. This ad is what we call damage control. Our thinking is maybe if we post an ad with our iconic Clydesdale that identifies as a reindeer and we say vaguely patriotic things,
This is the story of the American spirit.
people will like us again.
Incidentally, I used to have a deep, rich baritone voice,
Then I started drinking Bud Light. It changes you. Look at these two typical American firemen. We can't put two white people together in an ad. We still have to virtue signal a little. I mean, we're still woke. We're just not that woke. Here's another couple of people. Also two different races. I mean, honestly, what we really need to do is just say, we f***ed up. But we all know that's not going to happen. So just look at the pretty horse that identifies as a reindeer and drink Budweiser again. If you don't, they said they're taking me to the glue factory. Look, there's two more dudes. Is that guy white? Is he Hispanic? Nobody knows. He's what we call ethnically ambiguous. Our favorite race of all.
No, that's a white dude.
Gets it. So remember,
yeah,
folks,
it's white as shit.
Budweiser will always be a little woke. This Bud's not for you.
Yeah, he ain't got the chin of a Mexican. I've worked with a lot of Mexicans. He ain't got a Mexican chin.
It's too late now. No coming back from that. Gillette.
That's awesome.
Gillette!
That's good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's exactly
guys,
what it is. People call it that bullshit now, dude. It's commercial, fucking disingenuous. They're jerking us off. They're trying to jerk us off, and I know it now.
Member berries. Member berries. Remember when our commercials were good?
Oh, you know, our society's gonna be really fucked up when Subway brings Jared back.
F you, Billy.
Long rises again.
Oh no!
Look, Jerry's back and he's fat as shit. He's got to lose all the weight again. Let's go, Jerry.
You know, he just went through a really rough time there. But never mind. I'm not going to continue that because that turns into really dark joke very, very fast.
What am I? Bring him back as a victim.
Let me swiftly change the subject. How's everyone's Shillar writing going?
Oh God, no! God, I will say this, guys. I was only able to jump on for a minute because I'm tired.
Now he's running away as soon as he hears that we actually read it.
I already know that. I already know that you guys are working on it, and I know that one of you guys has my PO box, and it's gonna show up one day, and I'm just gonna be like, "Fuck!"
You spilled the beans.
You didn't have to. You guys are my chat. I know how you is.
Why we've been in a private group chat this entire time?
No, guys,
we love you.
Yeah, this is what you know. We're all thinking of something around Shillar. That's about all there is to know. Is we're just thinking shit up about Shillar, but.
And don't worry, Royce. The word count's limited at 20,000.
Good, so it'll only take me a half a year. Awesome.
I tried for 25, but I got outvoted.
Huh?
I'm already at 10,000.
Yeah, mine's at 11,400. It's a short read.
I'm gonna have 17 stories of Shillar in an anthology, and none of them are going to make sense at all. Like, wait, how does this?
We're pretty damn good at making it.
Oh, thank you for that, Christian. Poor Jared.
No, not poor Jared. Fuck that guy.
Still eating them footlongs.
That's one of the few times in my life that, like, if somebody did those things that he was accused of, if he did the things that he was accused of, I hope he's eating footlongs for the rest of his fucking.
I think he wasn't that he did do them things.
He did not. If he did not do those things and was wrongly accused, then I do not hope that he is eating footlongs.
Yeah, but didn't they find like all the stuff on his laptop and stuff?
Have you seen the guy?
He dropped the soap.
Actually, that looks like he belongs.
Good night too, man. Thanks.
Sheller.
All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce myself as well because I'm gonna get ready for bed.
There's one last message to you from Mirror Universe Kiko Man.
No, it's Namokick. It's Namokick.